I'm Victor Novak and you are watching Home Studio Insider. Today I want to let you know about different audio software which can be helpful at your home studio. I started my discoveries and experiments in the middle of 19th of past century and tried a really lot of different software, and generally we can divide everything on three main categories: hosts or digital audio workstations, plugins and virtual instruments. So click like on this video, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned, and let's speak about these categories more detailed. First of all, what is an audio digital workstation? Simply, it is any piece of software which could be used for multi-track record and edit. There are a lot of solutions around you which you can try before buy, so let's speak more detailed about some of them.
If you are not so experienced user and your music mainly beat loops centered, probably Fruity Loop Studio will be a good step for you. As I know, Reason by Propeller Heads and Ableton Live also nice solution for musicians concentrated on electronic music. Adobe Audition can be a good helper in specific tasks, but it always was quite slow and drained all computing resources too fast, so I can recommend to use it only as a support to main digital audio workstation. If you are a Mac user, probably you will choose Apple Logic, but if you already have experience with other software, it can be difficult to migrate, because its logic is too different, so let's think different before you will decide to try it. If you will buy Avid's audio interface, you can get Pro Tools software for free, which is a really strong argument to use it. Besides, it's a really professional and powerful product with a minimized gap between software and hardware solutions by Avid or DigiDesign.
And finally, my favorite one is Cubase by Steinberg. As I said, I started with early version of Cakewalk, then I tried their new product Sonar, then was Samplitude by Magix and Cool-Edit, later acquired by Adobe Corporation. Then I tried Cubase and Nuendo, followed by Pro Tools, but after all I back to Cubase audio digital workstation and quite happy with it.
It is one of the oldest music software with great heritage and patented technologies like VST, invented by Steinberg. If compare Cubase to other software, some features can be realized more simple and useful, some not, but it is obviously one of the best solutions you can find.
Plugins are essential part of any home studio because turn your digital workstation into real Swiss knife and expand its functionality significantly. The most critical difference between plugins is architecture used in them. For example, in 19th most popular format was DirectX, and each digital workstation tried to support it. Nowadays the major popularity has VST architecture invented by Steinberg company. Anyway, you still can meet some minor formats like Rewire used by Propeller Head software or audio units which is native for Apple operational systems. When you choose your digital workstation, please decide what plugins will be most important for you and check their format as well as support of this format of your future digital workstation. Otherwise you will need to use some kind of wrappers. I want to share a list of my favorite plugins which can be helpful for you in your home studio.
First of all, it is a great toolkit by Waves. You can check Diamond Bundle or even Big Mercury. Waves are highly promoted by Mike Shinoda and takes a big part of Linkin Park production. If voice processing will be a big part of your work, you would need to pay attention to Antares company and their AVOX bundle. Their pitch and time correction plugins is a worldwide standard and used widely even at live performances. Also, you can check their most closest competitor Melodyne, which also has nice pitch solution. Finally, if you need to synchronize voice double tracks or voiceovers, the Vocaline plugin by SynchroArt can be a real saver for you. If you would be interested in amp emulation for guitars and basses, you can check Native Instrument products. They have some interesting plugins like Guitar Rig and Ramfire, done in collaboration with Rammstein's guitar player.
Virtual instruments allow to anybody compose and record own music and really frequently use it at any studio. There are a lot of different instruments around, so I want to share my short list with you.
If you are working in the field of sound design or various industrial music genres, you can check nice libraries by native instruments like Evolve Mutations and Damage. Huge amount of industrial sounds will help you to create great cinematic percussion, game audio or film scores. If you need classical and orchestral instruments, you would need to pay attention to East-West Company. Nobody do it better than these guys. If you would need just a grand piano, the Steinberg Z Grand will be a nice alternative.
For drums I used BFD instrument by Expansion for many years, but until the moment I tried Superior Drummer by Tunetrack Company.
It's a really great and flexible instrument with a lot of additional sound libraries and mixer presets. It can satisfy any needs and I would highly recommend it.
For sure I need to mention about Spectrasonics and a couple of their legendary instruments which is used widely by top composers and musicians over the world.
First of all, it's great library of pads, atmospheres and different drones, call it Omnisphere. I started use it 6 years ago, it was a previous version Atmosphere. It is a really powerful instrument. Some years ago Spectrasonics released an all-in-one bass synth called Trillion. At that time it took a lot of storage and computing power, which was not so good for home studios, but I'm sure now it would be a great choice for you. If you are looking for a nice percussive loops, you would need to pay attention to Spectrasonics Stylus RMX, a real-time groove model with the Spectrasonics technologies and third-party libraries. It's a really nice instrument.
In addition, I want to say about one of my most used instruments, it's a Nexus by RFX Company.
With expansion packs it is a great collection of synths, pads and different sounds which really can be used in any musical genre.
So in one word, each year we see a lot of different new software on market and it is impossible to try all of it. Nothing wrong in usage of dated software if it solves all your tasks and you are effective with it, but if you have a time, don't afraid to try and investigate something new. At the next episode I will give you some useful tips about how to organize your multi-track projects in a digital workstation in a better way to get better control and use computing resources more effectively. So let's subscribe to the channel to stay updated and looking forward to your music. See you!